In this video, we're going to be using LA Shaving Soap's Topanga Fougere and a Joseph Allen straight razor. Stay tuned. Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host CDB, and if it's your first time here, welcome aboard. I hope you'll consider subscribing below. So, as mentioned, today we're going to be using the LA Shaving Soaps. This is Topanga Fougere. This is an old soap that I've had for probably 6 years or more. The version that you're going to use now, if you buy it, comes in a black tub, and I'm not sure whether the ingredients has changed or not, but I will show you the ingredients of what's available for purchase now. So if you're interested in this particular Fougere, which still has very good strength given how old it is, like I said, 6 years old, maybe 7, I can't recall. Scent strength is still about 5.5 to 6. It's a spicy Fougere. So to me, it's in the realm of Martin de Condé Fougere, but it's not an exact match. It's a little darker and a little more spicy. I actually love it. Absolutely love it, I should say. You get lavender, geranium. I'll show you how it's described right there. It is loosely based on Fougere Royale, the cologne or perfume, whatever you want to call it. A little bit pricey, this soap. This comes to you at $21.99 for 4 ounces, and that on our chart is $5.49 an ounce, which is pricey. I've kept it over the years because I like the scent. It is a unique Fougere scent. Not too earthy, more spicy, lavender. Like I said, in the realm of Martin de Condé, but not an exact match. We're going to be using the Joseph Allen & Sons straight today. This is a near wedge. It's about 13/16, and I like some of these old straight razors. Let's go ahead and get misting today. We're working on slightly under 24 hours growth. You can see there's a bug bite there that I have. So if we open it up, I will not count it. This is straight razor shave, like, I don't know, 73 or somewhere in that neighborhood. The lather on this soap, this is all vegan, and it's one of those soaps that's made with all essential oils. It's a little bit, it lacks the creamy nature that a lot of the tallow soaps with your goat's milk and your butters. We'll show you the ingredients right here. This will perform just fine, but in terms of an enjoyable lather, if you're looking for that super creamy, at least the old one here that I have, and it's always lathered this way. It's not a super creamy and dense lather. It's going to be a little on the airy side. Now you can work with it, I'm sure, and get a better lather out of it in terms of how it looks. But all we need here is some slickness, and if it provides that, we'll be good to go. And I've used this a number of times, throughout the years, and I've really never had any problem with it. So, by the way, the brush is the Polar Shaving G4, which you can find on Amazon. I'll link it below if you're interested. So this lather, again, is not going to be a show quality lather. But I always say, concern yourself with how the lather performs, not the way it looks. And we expect this will be okay. And if it's not okay, we'll make adjustments as we go. But again, some of these older vegan formulas tend to lather up a little more on the airy side as far as I'm concerned. But they still work. They still work. And, that's really the main thing. Okay. Let's get to shaving here. And it is doing what it needs to do, as far as I'm concerned. Very nice. These near wedges or wedge razors always feel differently. I actually prefer at least a partial hollow. I just like the way they shave better, but I really love these old blades, especially with the barber's notches. They just appeal to me. And this one is another old one from, back in the late 1800s. This one's probably around, I don't know, somewhere around 1890, something like that. And you know me, I tend to appreciate that. There we go. This soap smells great. This is, by the way, if you follow Ken Klitschko of Shave 326, he did a video declaring it Fern Boy Squad Week, whatever that is, with his rapping that he does in his weekly theme videos, which is quite interesting. But I decided today, let's go ahead and use this Fougere, because a lot of people may have never tried it or have never seen it, unless you're an old schooler and, you know, maybe you want to give it a go. I kept it because of the scent. You know, like I said, the performance on it for me, especially at the price, it's not remarkable, at least this old formula. But in terms of the scent, it's a very good Fougere scent that I like. Every now and then, I'll try a Fougere soap and it's on the earthy side, and I don't really care for that. This one is not particularly earthy in my opinion. It's brighter, kind of like the MDC, and so that's why I like it. Of course, I'd be remiss today if I didn't mention Jill and Carrie, who I mentioned in the video that I posted on Sunday. They passed over the last week or so, and that is certainly a loss for the community. Carrie, I've known for a number of years. I didn't know him super well, but we've talked on Twitter and exchanged many, many emails. And in fact, one Christmas, I remember I did a bunch of giveaways. It was probably 2014, maybe Christmas 2014 or somewhere thereabouts. And I remember him winning one of my giveaways. That was the first time I'd ever had any contact with him. And he won the old PAA / Razor Rock Beach. Remember when it used to be in the Big Ten? And so, and then over the years we'd talk. And sadly he passed away. And so we send out thoughts and prayers to his family. Also, of course, I want to mention Jill, who, if you're in this hobby and you consume content on YouTube, you probably know who Jill is. She made a lot of videos, and not only did she make videos, but she was very supportive in watching other people's content, including mine, and commented on the videos. And sometimes she would be sharp in her comments. If she didn't like something you did, she was not afraid to say it. I respected that about her. It was never in a mean-spirited way, but I would read her comments that she made on other people's videos sometimes, just chuckle to myself. Like, you know, for example, on this lather today, which is quite airy and not a good lather by visual standards, she would say you could have done a better job lathering, you know. But I'm telling you, some of these older vegan soaps, this is kind of how they lathered. But as long as you get some hydration in them, they'll perform. But at $5 and something an ounce, is it something remarkable price-wise? No, but it does smell good. Now, one thing I could mention is I could easily, if I really wanted to add some creaminess to this lather, I could squirt a little shot of head slick in it and work it in and make it creamy very, very quickly. But I'm just going to use it the way it is. Oh, that's that bump there. I thought I had a clump of soap. Could really see that bump when they lather it. But anyhow, we're not going to worry about the lather. The lather is what it is. We just need enough slickness there to finish our shave. Anyway, back to Jill. She was quite funny. She was a good straight razor shaver, better than me, you know, and just fearless. And so I respected that about her. And she would not hesitate to tell me when she didn't like, you know, maybe a video I made or how I covered a particular subject. It was never in a mean-spirited way. I just mean to say that, you know, she didn't pull any punches. And I appreciate that about her. And she will be missed. She was really quite a woman. Veteran, you know, you could say a lot of things about Jill, and we could talk about Jill all day. She will be missed. And I watched Brian the Floridian's video. yesterday, and it kind of, it got me feeling a little emotional about Jill as well. Just at the end, he rolled in, sort of Jill's sign off where she used to say, I love you, don't you? And I was like, man, seeing that for the last time is, you really don't think about things like this until something happens. So try to appreciate people, please, while they're here, because life is tragically short. And so we will miss Jill and Carrie. So as you can see, so far the soap is working fine. Again, the lather is not a show quality lather in terms of the way it looks, but if we get a shave here without any major blunders, we'll be satisfied with it. We'll be satisfied with the shave. These type of lathers, I know for a lot of people, just aren't satisfying because they want better, it feels better when you have that a little bit of density and that thickness. And so I understand why people say they didn't make a good lather. But really, if you really want to get down to the brass tacks, a good lather is the type of lather that allows you to shave in a very comfortable way, without a lot of issues. And so hopefully this lather will be sufficient for that purpose here today. And that's what we always want. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention that a more creamy lather is what I like and I prefer, and it's more satisfying. It doesn't necessarily do anything more for the shave, but it feels better. It feels better when it's on your face, and it certainly looks better, but this is what you get from some of these older soaps. I would really have to work this soap a lot to beat it into a creamy consistency. This is just not one of those soaps that lends itself to that. I was looking down there on my neck just to see if I made any mistakes, but that's just that, again, that bump. So no worries about that. Let's load up again with our Polar G4. This is pretty inexpensive. It's under 30 bucks on Amazon. I like the handle. It's nice looking. And, for bowl lathering, these long handled brushes I think work very, very well. Let's work that just a little bit. But I tell you right now, if not for the scent, I wouldn't have this soap. It's just not, I know a lot of people make a big deal out of things being all essential oils, but to me, I don't give a hoot about that. It does not matter to me in the least. Sometimes people imply that everything natural is good for you or better for you, and that is not always the case either, because I can assure you, there are lots of natural things that are not good for you. And there are some man-made things that are actually better for you. I agree that, generally speaking, as close to natural as you can get is probably for the best. But when it comes to this stuff, I'm not sure that, I know a lot of artisans strive for essential oils and all that kind of stuff, but I have never been one to care that much about it. And this soap boasts, about using all essential oils, and it just doesn't matter to me. It might to you, and if it matters to you, that's okay. I'm not saying you're wrong in what you're doing. Oftentimes we have different opinions on things, and it's one of those things that people should not be upset about. A little difference of opinion is quite okay. And it would be pretty boring if we all agreed, down the line on every single thing. Again, the razor here, it's doing its job. I must admit, these wedge type razors are not as enjoyable for me to shave with as those partial hollows, because with those hollows, if it's at least partial, you get that singing, which we all like, or at least I like. I want to mention a couple of other things today. Thomas the Shaver. Tom is on YouTube. He makes good videos. I've been watching him for a while. And I don't know that he's particularly well known. He's got a lot of subs, but I think one day I was looking at the views and the videos don't get a ton of views. But he does make good content. And I think part of the reason why maybe he's not as well known is because he's not real active within Facebook and our other communities. But I will link his channel below, Thomas the Shaver. I think he makes good content, so check it out if you're inclined. We're just gonna finish up our cross grain here. Try not to reopen that little spot down there, but I was just now going over it and I might have. It's hard to work around those blemishes with straight. Or at least I find it is. It'll just lop the head right off. It's kind of the way it goes. Nice shave today, though. Airy lather aside. You know, again, lather, nothing to write home about, but what I was after here was just a nice and comfortable, enjoyable shave. And since I enjoy the scent, this was okay. I certainly don't enjoy the type of lather. This is as far as that goes. You know, nobody's going to be winning an award for making this kind of lather, but does it work? That's the main thing. And yes, it works, you know. But at $5 and what is it, 49 cents an ounce? You know, I have it only for the scent. The soap quality itself is to me is not particularly impressive, especially for the cost. All right, so we've gotten a nice shave despite the sorta airy lather. And keep in mind, I don't do a lot of special things for soaps. Like I lather basically the same way. So if the soap requires a lot of finessing, you know, I just lather it the same way. So 98% of the time, a soap will lather creamy doing what I do. But some of them like this one, it just tends to get airy and I just go with it. No big deal. Okay, let me rinse. We'll come back, get into the post. Stay tuned. All right, and we're back with our Lancaster towel, and off cam we use once again the PA Allen block with Dry Dock, which is working well. The soap today, LA shaving soap, Topanga Fougere, good scent. If you like Fougere scents and you want something a little spicy, bright, not super earthy, really nice scent. The quality, in my opinion, with the formula that I have, which is older and it may not be the same for what you would buy today, is just meh. Especially at $5.49 an ounce, it doesn't really live up to that price in terms of the quality. This old formula, the new one might. So, you know, keep an open mind about that. But I just own this soap because I love the scent, and sometimes I'll pay more for a scent that I love. We used the Polar G4, the Joseph Allen Near Wedge, which it did a good job. And we shall finish off with the Topanga Fougere aftershave, which I rarely use because this is a soap I just don't use a ton. But this is nice. I like the scent again, and that's the main thing, just to enjoy it. And so we've gotten a good shave today. We are happy, we are healthy, and we should all be grateful for that. Again, God bless Jill and Carrie, and God bless all of you for watching. I've been your host, CDB, reminding you, it's your shave, do it your way, stay cool, and God bless.